Shalom, shalom, my dear friends. Wow, Connie and I are truly bummed out that we cannot be with you. And so we want to take this time to convey our loving greetings to every single one of you. It's really difficult not to be there. And we want to thank Ben and Lorena and all of the team, everyone who's worked so hard to make this a special gathering. Thanks also for the understanding the challenge of leaving the country in the midst of war. It just we just weren't able to pull that off, but we're with you in heart. And actually, I just want to say that one of the things that I'm missing, and by now Solu has already probably led you in worship. I don't know exactly when this is going to be played, but I was so looking forward to jamming with you guys on the blues harmonica that you so graciously allow me to do. So we'll just have to make it up when you get back home. Listen, I'm very appreciative of being able to take these few minutes to share my heart. And in order to be concise and not to stumble around looking for words to do it spontaneously, I've written some thoughts down. So thanks for allowing me to read what I want to share with you. Since we were here last, all together like this, 2 years have passed. They've been two of the most excruciating years in all of Israel's 77 years as a reborn, resurrected nation. The losses of these 630 days have pierced our souls. The closest of these losses has been for us the loss of Aviel Weissman, the great-grandson of our spiritual father Eliezer Urbach, a Jewish believer, son of Mordi and Meira, grandson of Nechama and Elchanan. Aviel was only 20 years old when he gave his life defending us in Gaza. But not only through war, but we've also experienced personal loss as a family. Our little granddaughter lived only 30 hours after birth due to a chromosomal defect. Her name is Eitan Shishkoff. Some losses in all of our lives are ongoing, and many of you know that our beloved Marvin, Moshe Morrison, while alive, is a shell of his former witty and wise self due to Parkinson's-related dementia. It's been a different journey, staying by his side through all of that. So, you're probably wondering by now, where's the good news? Well, the good news is that we're all being stretched. The experiences of grief, war, and loss stretch our capacity to trust God and to walk out tough times with those around us. Are you being stretched? If so, you're in good company. I can't think of a single man or woman of faith in Scripture who was left unstretched. One of the best chronicled examples is King David. He faced a giant with only 5 stones and the living God. He faked insanity before a pagan king to save his own life. And fleeing from his king, Shaul, he barely escaped with his life since Shaul was trying to kill him. He succumbed to temptation, which led him into adultery and murder. And then, last but not least, he escaped his own son while that son was seeking to usurp his throne. Wow. David was forced to learn the following lessons, and I think these lessons are appropriate for us as well. Total trust in God, crying out consistently in prayer, giving praise while circumstances are bleak, and being brutally honest about what he was going through. Are you being stretched? It doesn't matter how old we are or what our level of responsibility is. Our Redeemer's aim is to birth his kingdom in and through us. And birth, as every mother knows, requires stretching. How you heroic women do it is way beyond me, but the spiritual, emotional, and personal parallel gives me a glimpse of what you go through. So, my darlings, I want to encourage you. In one of my favorite prayers of David, Psalm 61, he says this, "Hear my cry, O God, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry to you when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been a shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings." Beloved, I believe we're coming down the home stretch, and we are participating in a miracle, this Tikkun, the restoration of Jewish faith in Yeshua, that our network and friends and many others are participating in, is an essential ingredient in preparing the way of the Lord. So, before the great and terrible day of the Lord, here's what we can expect. He will pour out his Spirit on all flesh, but specifically on our sons and daughters and our senior citizens. Secondly, the natural branches will be further engrafted in God's olive tree. We can expect that. And then finally, Israel will seek David, our king, fearing the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. This is happening as war and trials have been buffeting Israel for these several years, really for the history of the country, but specifically these last several years. People are crying out. They're praying the Psalms. They're praying. The hostages who are freed and coming back to Israel are reporting that they endured by calling upon God during their captivity. Are you being stretched? Of course you are. It's the only way we can be prepared to bring forth his glorious kingdom. Please know that I love serving with you. You are our family. These relationships of many decades are a treasure. They're great riches. And so now, I pray that the living God and his Messiah will keep you and make his smile, his smiling face, radiate upon you with favor, with shalom, with grace, with strength. You know, we were born for these days, and we were born to walk through them hand in hand. Shalom to each of you, with every blessing in Yeshua.